Welcome to a new video. I finally watched the new Toll Drama season, and this is kind of a review about the whole thing. We're gonna have one really big negative, but mostly positives, because overall, I thought this was a really good season and a good comeback for the show that I wish they would market more. So, first things first, let's talk about the cast. Where really good cast, but this and I also have to say I love the boot order with Caleb, Axel, Nichelle being really good early boots. Saw it coming, didn't disagree. And then from Scary Girl to Z, all being solid spots for each person to go. But the even though I agree fully with the boot order, and I think it's basically perfect with the season we are given, it does kind of bring into my main problem of the season, and that's they're kind of running out of stereotypes to give to their characters. Like, we got a lot of similarities. Caleb and Justin are the same, like, thing. Axel was a mixture of Eva and Sean for some reason. Julia's just Heather. I mean, they even brought back Dave. That's not even talking about the Surfer Bros that are basically back in this season. Where now it kind of feels like some of these characters are redundant, where it even gets to the point where some of them went at similar spots. Axel's like Eva heavily, they both got second. Caleb and Justin both won early in their first season. Where now there's just too many like similarities that they just are writing the same character and then booting them again. It's like a rerun, kind of something we've seen. But this cast does have some really unique characters in it that are the best, and it does make it outshine, and is definitely probably a better season than Pack 2 was and All Stars. Don't know how high I'd put it on ranking, but it's not like a bad season. Like, I never didn't enjoy watching it. It does have its flaws in it. Is the problem, like any good show. But that's really the only negative I have. And now I'm just gonna start naming the positives. Cause like besides the amazing cast that each person outshines in their own way, except probably Caleb, who went home first, you can't blame him. And let's first talk about the thing I was most excited about, and maybe some of you are the Survivor references, where we have two challenges just straight up pulled from Survivor. In episode one, there's the blindfolded one, and then later on, there's the pole standing one. Love this fully. And it kind of is a nice callback to the roots of Total Drama, originally being a parody of Survivor, and then later Redonkulous Race did Amazing Race. But I did love the callback to its original roots, if it was that. And it's nice seeing them take from their original roots of Survivor, especially because I love Survivor. And like, there's other good challenges in this, but overall, it's challenges I don't think have been that good in the last few seasons. Like, you always have your standout ones in each season, but you never have like you're never getting the dodgeball challenge again. That's always going to be the one off, the one really good one, and they're never going to peak it. And thinking about challenges, the final challenge was kind of boring. And I can't really talk like in comparison to the last few, especially it's really boring where it's just race uphill, race downhill with goats. But overall, couldn't really give any credit or take away any. And now I do want to, like, this is just an overall like video to talk about all of the season, but I do might make individual videos about some specific topics going more in depth. So this is basically a rant. I should have said that near the beginning. But with this, I'm gonna go into specific characters now in the show that I really liked or disliked. Starting with Ripper, who I guarantee everyone thought was gonna be the first boot. I don't think anyone saw Ripper going far, or at least as far as he could. And I guess in a way, he was kind of like the pre-merge antagonist. It's him or MK. I don't know who would be the set to be antagonist. Ripper was a lot funnier than I thought he was gonna be, and I did enjoy it. Like originally, everyone was calling him an Owen clone, which he was. He was the Owen of the season. He was the fart jokes. He's basically Sugar, but better and more funny. And there, I don't know why, but there's a certain charm with Ripper, and I did enjoy him heavily. And then the next really person I wanted to talk about was MK, who went home early. This is the earliest person I'm talking about in detail. But I really liked MK. I thought she was going to be the main antagonist and kind of the pre merge antagonist. And when her elimination episode was happening, I knew it was gonna either be her or Julia, and whichever one made it out of there alive would become the antagonist. And unfortunately, it was Julia, but I do think they have room for the next season to build more on MK, and I do see room to grow on MK. So I can't wait to see more of MK, and I think she's one of the more original personalities in the whole group. Uh, Chase and Emma might be a worse relationship than Dave and Sky, and I'm fully ready. I'm preparing a video ready for them. I really did not like Chase and Emma. They were already lower on my list of characters before, and then it just got worse and worse because they're a toxic relationship that still get together by the end. Like Chase likes pizza more than he likes Emma, and people hate Dave more. Like this is just a terrible relationship, and it's supposed to be the main one of the season. I don't know how people can get behind. I hope I can make a video going more into it, but I just hated these two fully. Like, it's not just the relationship. Like, Emma I already didn't like because her personality was kind of everywhere. Like, she hates Chase and she loves Chase, and it's not fun to watch fully. Plus, she stole the name of a different character already, so that's already bad. And Chase is just worse Dave. And this, like people hate Dave and Sky relationship arc. But I still like Dave a decent amount. I don't like Chase. He's just an idiot. Dave had his bright sides in the early season. Chase has none of that. It's the same arc for the whole character. He never grows, and he's just the same. And next person, main villain Julia, pretty good. Like she's lots of parallels with Heather, and I think people who liked Heather like Julia. Just too similar for me. I When it got down to the final five, I was doing my I was when I was watching, I was trying to decide who I'd like winning, and Julia got third. Wasn't bad at all. Like I wouldn't mind if Julia won. It just I knew it wasn't gonna happen, and she does just seem like worse Heather. But if they evolve her character more, I wouldn't mind seeing her. And I wouldn't mind seeing her go against Heather in a season if they ever bring back the originals to fight the new ones. But now, we got probably the biggest ranting spot I have. Millie sucks. I hated Millie. And as someone who really liked Priya for the whole season, Millie was just the worst. Like, she doesn't see herself in the wrong at all, And to see someone quit on a reality show, it hurts. As someone who wants to do reality TV maybe someday, because I think it'd just be a fun life experience to see someone, even though they're a fake character, basically quit at every chance. It's irritating. Like, imagine you got on Total Drama and then you see this person throw in the towel at any chance they get in a challenge. No, I'm with Priya here. And yes, Damien was also bad in this regard, but Damien was at least funny. Millie was never really that funny or used for jokes. She was always supposed to be like a straight character. And that's just not fun to watch someone throw in a towel at every turn. Like she quits in a challenge at one point. You she lost me at that and I felt so her being the worst for me just made me like Priya even more cuz I agreed with all of Priya's thoughts in the matter. But yeah, Millie does come around in the end. I didn't care for it. I wouldn't have minded if they just dumped her at the end too. And that's because I like the guy who got second and beat her. I like Bowie. I think Bowie should have won, probably to mix things up, but I understand why he didn't. He's just a solid like strategist the whole time, always a threat, but also never a threat. And Bowie's just entertaining. Plus, he's in the best relationship with Raj of the season. You can't say against it. It's the best one. And it's really just a great character overall. I really liked Bowie. Don't know why though. Like I just really liked him. He's funny. That's probably why. He's probably the funniest character out there. And I wanted him to win, even though I knew he wasn't. I don't think anyone thought Bowie's gonna win over Priya, but it's sad that he didn't. But hey, he's technically an alternate winner like most. And he's still a better alternate winner than Beth. And now for the winner and my personal fan favorite of the season, Priya. Really liked it. Whole storyline was good. It's like if Zoe never got held down by Mike, and it's just way better. And I also just found myself sympathizing with most of Priya's like worries so much and social anxiety that made me like Priya even more. And then she never quit too. So I don't think there's a moment where I hated Priya at all throughout the whole season. I really like Priya, and I'm glad she won. She's a good winner in my eyes. And yeah, that's basically it. That's just my quick thoughts on the season. I might go more in depth on more subjects. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. We are so close to that 1,000 milestone that I can see it now, and I really want to get there. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And the last really thing I have to say is I'm glad Scary Girl went early. Bye!